Hi guys, Tim Howard here, ready to take on your questions for Facebook Live. Just touched down in Columbus, Ohio yesterday. No better place to be for USA versus Mexico on Friday. We truly are one nation, one team. We've got fans traveling into Columbus from all 50 states, so we are going to be hearing numbers. That is for certain. I'm going to try and take some of your questions now, if there are any. I'm sure there are. Send them in. Funny ones, silly ones, stupid ones, serious ones. I'll get to them eventually. Let's have a look. We're scrolling. Okay, we're getting there slowly. Wi-Fi in Columbus. Not what it should be. Right, Rich. Do I have any pregame rituals? I've got a ton of pregame rituals. Always eat the same pregame meal. Drink lots of Pedialyte before the game for some reason, even if it's not hot. Always put on my right shoe, my right sock, my right glove first. Those are just a few of them. Oh, great one from Ryan. Why is my beard so great? I don't know the answer to that. It just happens to grow very thick, and I got a good barber in Denver. Let's have a look. All right, Josh Van. What's up, Tim? Happy to have you back as a starter. Are you pumped? Yeah, I'm pumped. We've all been looking forward to this game for a while. We knew that once we got out of the semifinal round of qualifying that the Hex would look something like Mexico and Costa Rica first. So, there's been a lot of anticipation for the game. Everyone's super psyched to have these boys in town on Friday. James, I look like a Jedi. I tried. I was hoping that I would get that, and you came through for me. I appreciate it, James. Derek, my favorite tattoo artist. It's a really good question. I've got some incredible ones. Got a guy named Jake Meeks down in Memphis. Cali Joe Art and Lau Hardy in London. Tokyo Hero out in LA. I've been tattooed by Kat Von D a couple times, so I've been lucky. I've had some really awesome tattoo artists. Jermaine Jones has tattooed me. He wasn't one of the best, but he. No, I'm getting away from the question. He wasn't my favorite. It wasn't even close. Right, Zachary. What type of music do you listen to? Favorite band? Musician, man, my music's kind of all over the place. I grew up on the Allman Brothers from my mom's side. My dad was into Otis Redding, a lot of soul music. Favorite band is, without question, A Tribe Called Quest. The new album is dropping on Friday. There could be a Tribe Called Quest tattoo coming shortly thereafter. So, yeah, that's my favorite. The Weeks out of Mississippi is also one of my favorite bands, so I just got to see them in Denver. They were pretty rock and roll. Right, Aaron, great question here. Favorite memory from USA, Mexico. God, the last one here in Columbus in 2013 really sticks out for me, just because of all the elements to the game, needing to win to qualify and getting to stick around, and after the game and drink some beers with the fans and go back on the field and celebrate. It was a pretty special moment. You don't know how often that's going to come together, so that was probably my favorite moment. Nico asked me, what are your thoughts on the Mexican squad? I think the Mexican squad always has very talented players. As I mentioned before, it kind of ebbs and flows depending on who the coach is at the moment and what players they pick. But it's a strong squad. They don't disappoint in that regard. They always bring a team that's prepared and ready to play. So those are the thoughts. Right. Mario is asking me, are you voting today and who for? I'm not voting today. If I was, it would, without question, be Hillary. Yeah, that's my views on that. What else we got here? Oh, Robert asked Tim. It's not a bad question. Right, Skylar, how is the MLS treating you, Timmy? Question mark. MLS has been good. Denver's been a great city for me. The Rapids have been, really pushing to try and have some success this year, and we're slowly creeping to that. We've had a really good regular season, so hopefully the postseason can bring some more rewards, and we can call it a success if that happens. So yeah, I've enjoyed the MLS so far. Right. Amy asks, my 14-year-old daughter is a goalie. Any advice for her? Try not to let the ball go behind you. Anytime it stays in front of you, it's a good save. I think that I learned that lesson when I was about her age, and it still holds true today. John asks, if they were to build a U.S. soccer Mount Rushmore, what 4 players would be on it? That is the best question we've had so far. It would be Landon Donovan, for sure. Clint Dempsey. I'm very partial to my generation. You got me thinking now. Who else would I put on there? It would have to be someone from the old school. I think Tab Ramos is a Jersey guy who I grew up watching. He was the best player of his generation. He was exciting. He possessed skills that nobody else had at that time, so he would be on it. And Casey Keller, because he's an old man. Kim, I asked, do my kids play soccer? Yeah, my daughter plays soccer. She plays at under 9. She's a defender who wants to be a striker, so she's got my mentality. My son does not play soccer. Alex asks, how did you feel to throw the ball to Donovan and then watch him score against Algeria? Pretty cool moment, It was iconic, or it has become iconic. At the time, no idea what I was doing. I just saw Landon open, and I chucked it out there, and he and the boys did the rest, so it was kind of fun to be a part of that. Oh, there's a question from Tom. United or Everton? Both, but always Everton. Talon asks, what was your favorite team to watch growing up? That's an easy one. There was only one team on Sundays on Italian television there in New Jersey. It was AC Milan. Every Sunday was a replay of the game, back in the late 80s, early 90s, so that was my team growing up. All right. I'm going to actually try and pronounce his name. Chan Cozy. I think I did good there. You don't think so? I think so. Tim, I have Tourette syndrome. You say something about your life with... Can I say something about my life with Tourette syndrome, please? What can I say that hasn't already been said about the topic? I find it to be a blessing in my life. It's a hurdle, a little bit of a speed bump, but just keep on pushing through, I suppose, and that's kind of what I've always done. All right, Colin asks, favorite spot in Jersey? I'm from there myself. Any spot that serves pork roll, egg, and cheese, and if you're from New Jersey, you know what I mean. Oh, there we go. There's a question right there from Rodrigo. Taylor ham or pork roll? It's always been pork roll in my house, so... Again, there's a bunch of people on here not from New Jersey that don't know what the heck we're talking about. But as I said, if you're from Jersey, you know. Sal asks, I know you weren't pointing at that one. You remember Gio's goal at the Gold Cup? I remember that one. I also remember a bunch of times where we've dominated Mexico, so I'm sure you remember those as well. Well, good question. Jesus, who was your idol growing up? Very curious. That's a good one, actually. I didn't really have many soccer idols. I enjoyed, as I said, from watching AC Milan, I enjoyed watching Paolo Maldini. My idol as I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome when I was about 9 or 10 years old, Chris Jackson, who played at LSU and then was drafted to the Denver Nuggets, who later changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. He became my idol because he was playing in the NBA and he had Tourette syndrome, and I was just able to look up to him. So I still haven't met him yet, so if I did, I'd probably be starstruck for once. Peyton asks, What's your favorite MLS city you visited? LA, I suppose. You know, we stay in Manhattan Beach and kind of get to walk the Strand and have a coffee and chill out before the game, so it's a good time. Brittany asks me, what was the hardest part of leaving Everton and coming back to the United States? Leaving Everton, that was my home. You know, it's where I kind of grew up into a man, and there's so many people that I love there. I spent 13 years, pretty much my entire adulthood, at Everton. So it was, or in England anyway, but it's a special place. I hated leaving all those people. That was my life. That's all I kind of ever knew as an adult. So I'm settling in nicely to Denver, but I'll always miss Everton. River Sutton. Hey Tim, what would you have done as a job if you didn't become a goalkeeper? I would have liked to have worked in the NBA. I would love to tell you that, you know, I could probably play, but I can't, or you know, certainly not at that level. But I would love to do something on the NBA side, whether it be in you know, community relations or anything like that. I love the sport of basketball, and that's obviously my favorite sport. There's another one, Tim. No, I'm just joking. Nah, that's a stupid one. I'm not answering that. Right. Jonathan asks, what's the hardest thing you do at training camp? Training, for sure. You know, we train in the mornings and you know, getting up and getting out there, making sure we're stretched and feel ready for the day. But Jurgen pushes us pretty hard. You know, it's intense. He wants the game on Friday to be intense, so we train that way. Which one? Matthew. Okay. How was your? I think it was who. Who was your least favorite striker to play against in the Premier League? I played against, you know, Thierry Henry at the tail end of his time in the Premier League. He was obviously incredible, but I was unfortunately playing right at the time that Didier Drogba was in his prime at Chelsea. So he was, for me, far and away the best striker. He was powerful in the air. He was fast. He was strong. Left foot, right foot. He was incredible. Chad, what is your favorite memory with U.S. teammates off the pitch? Well, I gotta be honest, Chad, I can't talk about my favorite memories. Probably just going to dinner and having steak. I know it sounds boring, but that's the only one you're getting. Wait, go back. I see. Yusef. Oh, no. We got Yusef asks. Oh, he's trying to get kicked off here. We can't find him. He had a good question. We'll keep going. But if you find Yusef, let me know. Ben, EFC Johnston. I like you already. Whatever. Go back. I was reading that one. What Everton players do you keep in touch with? Good. Great question. Phil Jagielka, best captain I ever played for. Leighton Baines, Ross Barkley, Gareth Barry, Darren Gibson. Those are my guys. I speak to them on a regular basis, pretty much every week. You know, every now and again they catch an MLS game, or at least they tell me they do, and I never ever miss an Everton game. So, yeah, those are my guys. Ernie asks, what other sports do you enjoy? Like I said, love the NBA. I'm a huge fan. New York Knicks, of course. Big fan of the UFC. Obviously, there's a huge one coming up. First time it's been in New York. So that'll be exciting this weekend. I love football. You know, I'm a full-blooded American, so I like watching the NFL, New York Giants. But, yeah, basketball. Where's Yusef? Yusef had something about me not signing autographs. I just wanted to address that. I don't remember the question.
He said, why didn't you sign an autograph when you were 3 feet away?
Right, Yusef asked why I didn't sign autographs when I was 3 feet away. Yusef, I apologize, man. I'm human. If I was at the stadium, you probably weren't going to get an autograph because that is where I go to work. That's where I focus. So unfortunately for me, it's not a time for autographs. Maybe after the game, but I'm always happy to do that as long as you're not selling them afterwards and making a profit. But otherwise, I would love to sign for you. So come find me. Kyle asks, what made you choose the Rapids? The Rapids showed interest in me. They wanted me to be a part of. They wanted me to be a part of something big. They wanted to get themselves back to championship level, not just with me, but with some other additions and with our current coaching staff and everybody who was a part of that. And so I was excited. I was excited to about the prospect of playing for Pablo, who is a manager that I used to be a teammate of mine. I believe in who he is as a person, what his beliefs are on football and how the team should play and how we should operate on and off the field. And obviously, Denver's a great town, so I was just excited all around. Is that Scott? Is soccer still as fun now as when you were 6 years old? Yeah, I think it's getting better and better for me. I think as I start to get towards the end of my career, whenever that may be, I think you enjoy these moments way more often, because you realize that not everybody has the opportunity to do what I do. So it's special. I love the game. I think my passion for it is 10 times as much as it was, certainly at least 10 years ago, let alone when I was 6. So yeah, it's work. Of course it's work, but the rewards are awesome. Look, thank you guys for your questions. I appreciate your time and all your thoughts. Hopefully I was able to give you a little bit of insight into what I'm thinking and how the team is looking forward to the game on Friday. Take care.